my dudes? My name is Matt at B4L. You can just call me Matt. I'm going to be your commentator for today's video, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Guys, what you're watching today is 162 kill, a double assault KEM by Rico, Rain Rico, on free fall using the Honey Badger, grip and extended mags, of course. Basically what he's running, like I said, assault streaks. He's running a sentry gun, IMS, an attack helicopter, IMS, sentry, an attack helicopter, and Rico just goes in. I apologize if you can hear my Skype, I'm muting that now. You know, being in a team or clan, whatever you want to call it, it's pretty fun until you get in the group conversation. I was away from my computer for like 5 or 6 hours. I came back with like 700 messages. Oh man, it's not fun. I had to take Skype off my phone. Just kidding. I love you guys. Guys, what I want to talk to you about today is a little bit weird, a little bit different than normal Call of Duty pub stopping gameplay commentaries. What I'm going to be talking about is time travel. Time travel, Matt? Yeah, time travel. Alright, I want to talk about why I think it's a good idea or bad idea, and kind of probably going to go off on a whole lot of mini rants about it. And yeah, so first I want to talk about a movie that had time travel in it. There's a movie called TeamRein. Came back a while ago. The main character was Heath Ledger. Basically, a summary of the movie is a whole bunch of archaeology people find an old castle. Meanwhile, a tech firm basically finds out how to time travel inadvertently. I'm not going to spoil that part. Now, if you haven't seen the movie, this is a little bit of a spoiler, but it's needed. They send the professor back who volunteers to go back in time. And basically what happens, he shows the ancient Romans or French or English, whoever it was, how to use Greek fire. Greek fire is basically a chemical that only gets bigger with more water. If you try to put it out with water, it's just going to get bigger. It's like a chemical fire, like at airports when you see people with putting it, like firemen putting flames out with foam. It's because putting water on it, like an oil fire, would only agitate the fire and make it bigger. Basically, a scientist went back in time, gave another country technology that it shouldn't have had, and I'm not going to spoil it, but if it got out of hand and was used, it could rewrite history as we know it. Because if, England conquered France, or France conquered England, or some country did something that they weren't supposed to do, could rewrite the face of the world as we know it. Because maybe we're not from French in the U.S. anymore. We're actually a colony of France. We're like Canada, and we don't want to be Canada. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. If you have any Canadian friends out there, I'm sorry. That was a joke. But that's really what I'm saying. If you are going back in time, or have time travel, have the ability to time travel, you could rewrite history in a way that could ruin the world as we know it. I think a couple ways that we could have time travel, but still, it may still be okay, is putting limitations on it. Like, can you only go backwards, or can you go forwards? Or, here's an example, like Back to the Future. They went back in time, and they rewrote time, most iconic time travel movie in existence. Biff went back and he made a whole bunch of sports bet and became a billionaire. He became a billionaire, and then their whole city was, overrode by crime because he was so corrupt. Or he made out with his mom. Stuff like that, It's stuff that shouldn't happen, and it wasn't meant to happen. Even kids' movies, where, the kids start to disappear right in front of the parents' eyes because the mom never met the dad. Or they did something that altered time. Right, but also good things come of it, Someone could go back in time and they could kill Hitler, or kill Mussolini, or kill Toby from The Office, and we would be better off without it. Now, devil's advocate here, would we be better off without some of those things happening? Those horrific and terrible events in history happen, but as the United States, as a country, as a people in the world, and as, a whole world in general, we learn from that. Most people learn from that, and we're able to move on and kind of to build a better society. Were those horrific things that happened? Absolutely. Do I wish those things never happened? Absolutely. Did those things happen and the human race became better? and could have made that mistake again, but on a larger scale with better technology? It absolutely could have. I think it's best that it happened then rather than now, and like I said, devil's advocate. I wish none of this ever happened. It was a terrible thing. But it happened, and we've made certain changes in society to combat stuff like that happening. Better mental, better mental health care. Better health care for everyone. In Canada, you have free health care. In America, that's something that we're trying to get. So people that can't afford it can, hopefully not go over the edge. And I know this is a really controversial topic, and I'm sorry if I offend you. And that's not my intentions at all. It's just me really explaining it and talking to myself and having an audience to kind of hear my ramblings. But that's why I feel like time travel isn't really the coolest thing and the best thing, because people, do it lighthearted, talk about it. Oh, it'll be cool. We'll go back and we'll go and we'll watch the Beatles show, or we'll meet Abraham Lincoln. But that may be your intentions, but it's probably not the other guy's intentions that's right next to you. And we need to be cautious of that. That's why I'm not a fan of time travel, and I think that if it was created, it would send the whole world down the drain. Guys, that's all the time I have for today. I appreciate you sitting here with me for this, 7 minutes. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Rico went in. As always, follow Rein on Twitter. Link will be in the description below. We're getting ready to do something really cool for our 1K subscriber count. Guys, my name is Matty B4L. I'm out of here. Peace.